Hi, and welcome back. Now, U.S. mail is a very serious situation. You need to be able to get important information in the mail. I do not recommend using the mail system in Mexico. It works. It definitely does work. I mailed 1 year my U.S. taxes, and it took it 6 months, but it got there. You want to use a service that is a little bit more reliable, that you have a little bit more control over. Now, as far as I know, there are 2 mailbox, etc. companies within the Puerto Vallarta area. And what happens is you get an address. You can get a mailbox if you want, or you can use the community mailbox, depending on how much mail you are planning on receiving. If you get a mailbox per month, it could be anywhere from $30 to $35 or even more dollars per month. If that's not something you want to do, you can use the community mailbox, and they'll give you a community address. All the addresses go to Miami for the mailbox, etc. company that's located in Old Town, and that's the one that I use and many other expats in this area use. And what it has on it, it has the street address for in Miami, and then it has under it MEX dash, and then there's a number which lets it know that it's going to the community mailbox. Now, when I needed to get my PayPal debit card renewed, they would not send it directly to Mexico. They wouldn't ship it to Mexico, even with FedEx. And they would not ship it to Miami as long as it had a Mexico code on it. So this was new, because the first time I got the card, the PayPal debit card, there was no problem. What I did is I got a service in New York called iPostal. And what happens is my mail goes to New York, and they will open it for me and scan it for me for a price, and they will shred it for me for a price, or they will send it to me UPS in a bulk, kind of like in a big envelope. So the banks or PayPal doesn't know where the card went from my U.S. address. They will then send it to me. It costs about $35 per package, per large envelope, depending weight of the envelope, etc., etc. But it's actually using U.S. mail online. You can scan your information, then you can print it out on your computer, or you can take the information down and then just have the information shredded, or you can have them send the information, or you can have them send a box of supplies or etc., or things that you're shopping for online. You can have them sent to you. Now, a lot of things it just doesn't clear customs. So I have purchased some things and I still have never received it because it was stopped at customs, Mexican customs, and wouldn't let it through. It was hair products, beauty products. Make sure or hope that the beauty products that you use are in the stores here in Mexico. There are a number of different online services that you can use. From what I can gather, they're very safe. I've had no problems, but your information is accessible by the people who work in the post-mail services in the United States. Expats, we depend on these kind of services because getting mail here in Mexico directly is just, that's like a dream. But anyway, that's how we do it at night in Vallarta. And Encanto, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but that's one of the beret type theater, restaurant, bar, plays, etc. And also Act 2 entertainment stages. That's where we also go to see play. A lot of these entertainment productions are very much like New York Broadway. So they're very, very good. They're very entertaining, and they're affordable. And the nightclub that I speak of in general is the Zoo. And if you want to have a good time and just want to get out there and dance and move your body, that's the place to go. Act 2 entertainment stages. You can go online and find out which productions are showing and when, and you can even purchase your tickets online. And like I said before, these productions will stop before 11 p.m. so that you can maybe have a cocktail after the show or whatever, but you can get to the bus stop and get to Ms. Maloya Aboca if that's where in that area, if that's where you're staying. Now the bus stops are like every half a mile or so. So the bus stops going all the way down the coast. So if you live in any of the area between town and Boca, you would want to catch the bus, the last bus out of town.